Fire smoke really coming in over the last few hours. Let me show you what we're looking at right here. This is an air quality map, and the color that we are looking at here in most of southeast Minnesota, this is unhealthy for everyone, not just for sensitive groups. And believe it or not, even though you go outside, you smell it, your eyes might be burning, your throat gets a little itchy, the air quality is even worse around the Twin Cities. I'll have more on when conditions will start improving coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Randy.
And we do have team coverage tonight. We'll hear more from Randy coming up, as he said. Jordan Sansom will also hear from him. He's been talking with people who've been outside in these conditions.
But first, we want to show you just how quickly conditions changed. A drastic change in our air in just over the last few hours.
Take a look at this time-lapse video shot in Rochester. You can see the change as the light haze becomes thick as that smoke moves in from up north. These are the smokiest conditions we've seen since these wildfires began. ABC 6 News reporter Jordan Sansom is live outside tonight with more on the air quality alert that's in place right now here in southeast Minnesota. Jordan?
James and Robin, step outside and it hits you hard. A thick haze is covering our area right now. Not only can you see it, but you can smell the smoke from those wildfires. An air quality alert is in place right now across our area. We are in the red, which means unhealthy for everyone, not just for sensitive groups. Around 6 o'clock tonight, a plume of thick smoke moved into our region. Spending time outside means irritation to the eyes, nose, and throat is likely for everyone. These volleyball players in Rochester started playing late this afternoon, and they say they felt the impact when the smoke came in.
It's a little different for sure, because you definitely notice like the air is a lot like hazier, dirtier. I don't know. It's interesting, that's for sure.
This air can also mean coughing, chest tightness, and shortness of breath. If you're already sensitive to the conditions, or if anyone overexposes themselves, existing conditions like heart or lung disease could even make things worse, experts say. We've been talking about this smoke a lot, but again, this is the worst we've seen, and the first time our air is considered unhealthy for everyone. The air quality alert is expected to remain in place until Friday morning. James and Robin.
Thank you, Jordan. All 87 Minnesota counties are in an air quality alert right now.
In fact, this is the 15th air quality alert so far this summer. Chris Reese shows us how the lack of rain isn't helping conditions.
In early May, the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency released their forecast, expecting an average year with 3 to 5 air quality alerts. But the record start to wildfires in Canada has changed that.
We've certainly had to adjust our thinking after kind of the record wildfire season that they're already having up in Canada.
Wildfire season in Canada typically ramps up in the late summer and early fall. This year, the wildfires have been unseasonably prolific and ahead of schedule.
Wildfire season up there hasn't even officially started yet, and I've already reached like the second highest amount of land burned.
The lack of decent rainfall across central and northern Minnesota doesn't help the situation either.
The drought conditions are continuing to worsen across the Midwest U.S., and so fire conditions are very high now for northern and central Minnesota through northern Wisconsin and Michigan.
This particular air quality alert is in the red category, which means it's unhealthy for everyone. Many can smell or taste the smoke, and it could cause irritated eyes, nose and throat, coughing, tightening of the chest, or even shortness of breath. For sensitive groups, this poor of air quality could lead to asthma and heart attacks or even stroke.
If you're someone who has the choice between taking a bike ride outside or a bike ride at the gym, today might be a good day to make that bike ride at the gym. So limit your outdoor activity or consider taking frequent small breaks.
In North Iowa, just because you don't have an air quality alert doesn't mean you're not experiencing any smoky conditions.
In fact, we often consider wildfire smoke to be just wood smoke, but these fires burn everything from cars and homes to plastic and metal. We'll have more from Randy on the air coming up in weather. Also,